What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? In today's video, I'm going to walk you through how we 32x'd our own personal ad spend, booking sales calls in left, right, and center throughout the entire month of January, and obviously it resulted in a good return. So I'm going to show you guys the entire back end, what this looked like, how many ads we had to run before we actually found one that was winning, how much we spent, how much we made from the ads. I'm going to be giving you the full breakdown, the back end of the ads manager. We'll actually jump into sharing my screen. I'm also going to give you the full breakdown of our acquisition report for strictly the paid ads and what that looked like, how many sales calls were booked, how many no-shows, what we made from it, how much we spent in the ads. Quite literally going to be showcasing you guys and showing you everything and what actually went into the different split testing to find the winning ad that we ran, basically throughout all of January. Before we jump into that, do me a big favor, just subscribe. I'm trying to hit 30,000 subscribers in 2025 and only you can help me make that happen. So it means the world. Comment down below if you have any questions, but let's get in the video. So to give you a quick rundown before I actually jump into sharing my screen, if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about when I'm saying 32x return on ad spend, basically this is for our own personal business. This is for Versatile Agency, not for a realtor, not for a client. Even though we're using the exact same funnel and the same strategies, we're actually doing it now for our own business and running ads to try and book in sales calls. This is strictly on Instagram and Facebook. We were strictly running video ads, and the call to action was sending them to a landing page and trying to book in a sales call. Before I run into this, just so any realtors do know, we practice what we preach. We're implementing and using the exact same strategies, and what we preach to our actual clients and what we do for our clients, we're doing the exact same thing. Obviously it's different content, different offer, but the strategy is the same. We're doing video ads, retargeting, going to a landing page, value-based automations, trying to get people booking a sales call. So it's all the exact same, and we didn't just run our first ad and get crazy results. There's a lot of wasted money, a lot of testing, and we understand that's just what marketing is. But yeah, let's jump into share my screen. We'll first start with going over the ads manager and what it went into actually finding this winning ad. As you can see, we are on the back end of our ads manager, and I filtered from January 1st to January 31st of 2025. And actively in January, we ran 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different ads total in January, which is a decent amount, especially when you're talking video ads. Obviously it's a lot of effort to script this stuff out, film it, edit it. So it's a good amount of video ads to run in 1 month. We were obviously trying to find something that worked. So as you can see, when we started out, we ran these ads to about $50. I knew I wanted to let them spend enough so I can actually see if they're gonna work or not gonna work. And this one got 1 call booked. Obviously doesn't gonna work, so $50 down the drain. Another ad, $49 spent, 1 sales call booked, down the drain. Another ad, 1 sales call booked, $50, down the drain again. Another one, $122 spent, 1 sales call booked, down the drain. This one had a good cost per lead, was getting us 4 sales call. Client saw the ad, didn't approve of it, forgot to ask for permission, just didn't think she was gonna care, which honestly, our bad. If you're watching this, definitely should ask everyone, and we did moving forward because we didn't really think about that. Had to turn that off, was getting a good cost per lead, money down the drain. This one, $60 cost per lead, 3 sales calls booked, trash, down the drain. This one, $40 cost per lead, 2 booked, still fucking trash, down the drain. Another one, $44 cost per lead, 1 call booked, trash, down the drain. So let's do some quick math here and add up the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 video ads that we ran. All sucked ass. And this is a huge testament to any of you guys watching out there that are running paid ads, or even realtors that run paid ads. Look at the amount of testing and different video ads I had to run for our own personal business to see what's gonna work. And we have a great understanding of what should work, but you still need to test. You still need to do new ad copies. That's the name of this game. That's how this stuff works. And then once we found something that worked, we scaled it, ran with it, started working on new video ads because you never just want to be relying on one. But that's just the name of this game. That's how online marketing works. So 48 plus, we'll just do simple numbers here, 49 plus 50 plus 122 plus 29 plus 60 plus 39 plus 44. So $440 down the drain in testing before we had something that worked somewhat decent. So we ran this in-person video ad, got 11 calls booked. Obviously we ended up turning it off because it clearly rose and then it got to a 40. It was probably working good for a bit. We still keep this one on because the in-person video people love. Not a lot of agencies are actually running an ad with a realtor in person saying about the services you provide for them, showing you real live listings that we actually got for them in the city. So that ad works cool just from a qualifying perspective for us to actually see that we're in person with some realtors. Let's keep scrolling up here. Clearly this one was the winner throughout all of January. We rinsed it throughout the entire month, spent $1,100 in this ad, got 44 calls booked, averaged out of a $24 cost per lead through all of January. That was clearly our winning ad. So now that we figured out that one was winning, you do different hooks with it, you do different ad copies, and you can actually run with this video. It's the same one we're running this month in February, but we just did a different hook and started working better. So these are all ads that weren't running. These are just new ones. This one was working good too, $29 cost per lead, 10 sales calls booked. And then like I said, we kept running with this one. This one's actually still on to date, $23 cost per lead, 8 calls booked. And that was it. So a total of 12, I already counted that. We got 63,000 impressions, average cost per lead of $30, and we spent $2,800. So that just goes goes to show that even in the beginning stages, we still need to test, we still need to run different video ads, different ad copies, different hooks. It's all part of the marketing game. None of this is copy and paste. It's not cookie cutter. You can't do the same thing for every single person. Every market area is different, offer is different. That's just how this stuff works. Now I'm gonna explain to you guys the actual numbers, what this stuff look like. I'm not gonna share my screen just because there's a lot of different stuff on here. So drum roll please. From a paid ads perspective, the total bookings that we got was 58 total bookings from the paid ads. We have 18 no-shows. So we had a 69% show up rate. It was actually pretty decent. We're trying to increase that this month in February. That was one of our goals. We added even more automations. And I think this month will be a lot better from a paid ads perspective. Just because I think that naturally should be higher. Like if people are inquiring to book a call with you and they're booking in through paid ad, you want that show up rate to be pretty good. But 70%, 69% is pretty good. Total sales calls that were taken was 40. Total deals closed from the paid ads was 8. Total contract revenue generated was $89,199. The conversion rate was 20%. Total ad spend was $2,802.30. Cost per book call, cost per booking was $48.31. Decently high, to be honest. Cost per sales call is $70, pretty high. So hopefully we can lower that. But cost per acquisition was $350.28. Pretty solid considering what our price is. And our return on ad spend was 31.83x. Anyone who doesn't know what ROAS is, you spend $1, you make 32. That's pretty fucking good. So basically, if we spend $5 grand in ads, obviously your shit's gonna break if you spend too much. You can't be like, well, if I spend fucking 10 grand in ads, I'm gonna make $310,000. Obviously shit's gonna break when you start spending that much, but if you scale it up a bit, you double it, you spend, $5 grand in ads times 32 if you maintain the same ROAS. Well, now you got 160,000 in contract revenue. This is why online ads, paid marketing is the most difficult pillar of your business to master, because it's the only pillar that is very predictable and very scalable. Obviously you need to have other pillars. You need to have the organic, you need to have the referral, you need to have the repeat business, you need to have traditional methods of marketing. You gotta have all that stuff. Those are other pillars that you need to have just to naturally grow. But this one is the only one that's really, really predictable and scalable. I know that if I spend a certain amount, I'm going to get a certain amount of sales calls. I'm going to close a certain amount of people. I'm going to make a certain amount of money. Just because I send out, or just because I have a book of business, I could still not get any referrals this month. It's completely up to the people. Like you can't scale that early, or it's not very predictable. You don't really know what's going on. So yeah, the takeaway from this is that if you're in the early stages, just do outreach yourself, grind cold calls, grind cold outreach, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. That's what I did for literally 3 years. We just started running paid ads in December of 2024. This is going into our 5th year of business, and we just started doing paid ads. Crazy, but there was reasons behind that. Acquisition wasn't really a problem for us. We were focusing more on taking the service from good to great, and then started to want to run paid ads. But we're not perfect. We still need to split test. We still need to do different video ads. So if you're running ads, that's just the name of the game, how stuff works. Appreciate each and every one of you. Like, subscribe, comment down below. See you in the next one. Peace.